Y'all, I was thinking, after my little rant the other day, actually I was thinking while I was walking this morning, nothing bothers me more than rudeness. And obviously I feel like I've been put on this earth to rid people of their rude streaks or to send them on their way. About a couple months ago, we were in a club in DC, and there were four of us at a four top. It was very crowded, and one person decided to go to the restroom, leaving an empty chair in a very crowded sort of bar area. And I turn around from speaking to the person next to me, and there is a young man picking up the chair from the table and walking off with it. I mean, he just picked it up, walked off with it. And I looked at my companion and I said, "Did I see that?" And he said, "Yeah, you did. Wow." So I followed this young man, he was not a gentleman, over to his table where my chair was now residing. It was a four top that already had five people around it, and they were adding a sixth with my chair. And they were all sitting on their phones looking down like this. You know, nobody even sees me approach. So I said, "Excuse me, I think that is my chair." And they all look up like the comprehension cows have when they look at a passing train. And I said, "Excuse me, that's my chair." And he goes, "Are you talking to me?" And I thought, well, yeah, dumbass, I'm talking to you. And he said, "Well, nobody was in it." And I said, "Let me explain something to you. That is a four top. There are four chairs at that table. And whether or not anybody is in that chair, it is my chair until I say it's not my chair. Now, if no one was sitting in that chair, which, by the way, someone is occupying that chair, you could have simply said, 'May I have your chair?' And I would say, 'Absolutely, go right ahead.' But you did not do that. You just assumed, which I'm assuming this has been your whole life of privilege, that you could just pick up this chair and walk off with it. Now I want my chair back." And so all the other younger men are sitting there, and one of them goes, "Dude, give her chair back." And he goes, "Well, fine, you can have it back." So I stood there. And he looked at me and he goes, "You can have it back." And I said, "I need you to pick up that chair and take that chair back from whence it came," as my mother would say. Now, well, he just stood there. And I said, "I will announce your rudeness in this restaurant in about 2 seconds to everyone if you do not pick that chair up and take it back where it belongs." So the other people at the table, they looked at him and they said, dude, take her chair back, take her chair back. So he took my chair back. I'm sure I was called all kinds of names, but I don't really care. So it's several months later, and I said to my husband, who was reading a wine list like this, I said, "You know, I haven't seen that kid back in here. I guess he's not been back since that little incident." My husband, without looking up from his wine list, said, "That's because he's seen you first."